This is going to be an interesting tag team match. Sid Justice and the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, teaming up to take on the Undertaker and Ric Flair. You can see Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice trying to figure out who's going to start this thing. They're having a hard time figuring out who's going to start this. They already can't even decide who's going to start this thing. That could be, what shows the difference maker in the match. When it comes to tag team wrestling, you need to be on the same page as your tag team partner. And Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, and Sid Justice going to kick things off. Ric Flair heads into the ropes. It's the mind games that Ric Flair plays with his opponents. And a rake of the eyes. Flair realizes that Sid Justice has the size advantage. So you got to use... Oh! What a back body drop to Flair. And up and over hip toss takes out Flair. Flair rolls to the outside onto the floor. Flair buying himself some time now. Trying to regroup. And now it's Justice who tags in the Hulkster. Let's see what Hogan can do against Ric Flair. And, and a back body drop. Now a hip toss for Flair. And now a hip toss for the Undertaker, who gets in the ring. And the Hulkster's fired up. Undertaker gets sent into the knee of Sid Justice. And now it's the two big men of the match. It's the Undertaker and Sid Justice going at it in the squared circle. Undertaker tried to pick up Sid Justice, but Sid Justice is just not showing any give. And a slam. Down goes the Undertaker, but Undertaker gets right back up to his feet. And Undertaker gets sent into the knee of Hogan. And now Hulk Hogan, now the legal man. And now Ric Flair gets into the mix. And Ric Flair eats the same as the Undertaker. And the crowd is absolutely electric for Hulkamania. Here at Saturday night's main event. Ric Flair will be defending the World Wrestling Federation Championship one-on-one against the Hulkster. But right now, we've got tag team action as the Hulkster tags in Sid Justice. And, the Undertaker counters with a shot to the throat of Justice. And now Flair and Taker going to work together. Double clothesline takes down Justice. Flair goes to the cover. But Hogan breaks the cover. And now the double team effort continues as a double atomic drop takes out Justice. And the Undertaker goes for a cover, but it's Hogan again who makes the save. And what a shot to Sid Justice from the Undertaker. It's the shot just under the chin that the Undertaker likes to catch his opponents off guard with. And again, double teamwork. But this time it's the Hulkster who gets involved and rakes the face of Flair and takes Flair off his feet. And again, a clubbing right. And now it's Justice and Hogan working together with a double big boot. And a double clothesline sends the Undertaker to the floor, but the Undertaker lands on his feet. And Mr. Perfect checking on Flair as the match continues. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live at a Saturday night's main event. But The Undertaker has risen back into the ring and goes right after Sid Justice. Hogan and Sid Justice were stalking the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. And Undertaker making sure that it becomes even. And now Ric Flair with these thunderous chops to Sid Justice. And a right and another right. The Undertaker going after Sid Justice. Meanwhile, referee Earl Hebner is distracted. This is tag team wrestling. By any means necessary, you gotta work together. The tag has been made, and Flair tags in the Undertaker. Undertaker coming off the top, and to the face of Sid Justice, who's still on his feet, still staggering. Justice needs to make a tag. Hogan. Again, Hogan arguing with the referee, but it's only giving these two some time to work together. Oh, well, look at this. Look at the power of Justice, who sends the Undertaker and Flair right into each other. And now tagging in the Hulkster is Justice. And Ric Flair gets a shot wide open. Hogan taking everybody out. Perfect was hanging on to the ankle of Hogan for a second. And now Flair going to go to work on the knee of Hogan. And all that weight crashing down on the leg of the Hulkster. Ric Flair looking for that figure four leg drop, figure four leg lock. And with this figure four leg lock applied deeply, Hogan may be forced to tap out. Can you imagine Hulk Hogan tapping out here at Saturday night's main event? And with the damage done to the knee, the damage done to the leg, it's going to make the effectiveness of Hulk Hogan's leg drop more ineffective, or less effective, rather. And you see Brutus Beefcake in the corner with Sid Justice trying to rally his friend, the Hulkster, to the corner, but the Undertaker blocks the Hulkster from making the tag to Sid Justice. Boom, and the Undertaker takes down the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan goes down. And now Undertaker tagging in Ric Flair. And Brutus just pleading with Sid Justice to help out, but there's only so much Sid Justice can do as Flair heads into the top. Hogan's starting to fight back, up and down. Flair goes, crash and burn. Flair goes off the top and crashes into the ring. Is it Hogan's time to make the tag to Sid Justice? It seems he's ready to tag. But the Undertaker stalking Hogan like prey. Sid Justice did not seem too eager to tag back into this match whatsoever. Not even one bit. Thinks Sid Justice loved every minute of disappointing the Hulkamaniacs here at Saturday night's main event. And Flair working on Hogan. Meanwhile, the ref was once again distracted. It's a great team effort from Flair and Taker. Uh-oh, that's not good. Another chop, but Hulk Hogan doesn't seem to be too fazed by it. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop Hulk Hogan from taking out Flair, except the Undertaker comes from behind. And now Hulk Hogan sent into the corner. And he fights out of the corner. Is he even close? He's got to find a way to make it to his tag team partner. Meanwhile, the Undertaker and Meanwhile, The Undertaker and Ric Flair were both taken out. Can Hogan crawl as he's getting closer and closer? Sid Vicious or Sid Justice, rather, not anywhere close to being interested in getting involved in this match. Oh, and he steps down. Sid Justice wanted no involvement in this whatsoever. And Sid Justice gonna leave at that. And Brutus, if he touches Beefcake, things are gonna be a lot different. He said Hogan needs to help himself. And Sid Justice walks out of there. And now it's The Undertaker and Ric Flair working on the Hulkster. Meanwhile, all the Beefcake can do is just watch on. This is now out of hand. And the bell's rung. This is going to end in a disqualification. Brutus getting in the ring. His face was already disfigured. And now Hogan on his feet. And now the Hulkster hammering away on Flair. Sent Flair to the Undertaker. Undertaker lands to the outside onto his feet. And the Hulkster bringing the fight to the Nature Boy. And a clothesline to the Nature Boy on the ring apron. Hulk Hogan is fired up. And Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice win the match. Rather, Hulk Hogan deservingly wins this match. It was by disqualification, though. Take what you can get. The Hulkster was able to walk away with the victory despite the odds. Hulk Hogan doesn't want his friend Brutus the Barber Beefcake getting involved at all, knowing what's happened to his face. Justice walked out on Hogan. Nowhere to be found. And Hogan got the victory.